Alrighty, let me say an official hello, everyone, and welcome to the mid-month online service of the Church of Infinite Spirit. I'm Reverend Lauren Skye. I'm one of the founders of this church, and our community has been meeting in Denver since 1999, and we are so grateful for technology so that we can now reach out and connect with you in this way. We're meeting on the Zoom video conferencing platform, and there's a couple of fun things about Zoom that we can use if you're not familiar with it. For those of you on computers, we can chat. If you float your cursor down to the bottom of the Zoom window, you'll see some options, and one of them is chat, and the chat is open. I'm going to mute us all for now so that there's no feedback. And with Zoom, if you float your cursor up to the top of the Zoom window, there's something called the view. And you can be in speaker view where you'll only see whoever is speaking, or you can switch to gallery view where you'll see everybody in their little squares, which is kind of fun. If you have the Zoom app on a phone, you should have those features as well. And if you're on a phone and want to find the Zoom app, it's located in all the usual places, Google Play, App Store, those spaces. So, on to our church, the Church of Infinite Spirit. It's the mission of this church to inspire spiritual freedom. To inspire spiritual freedom by supporting people in knowing themselves as spiritual beings and as a part of the consciousness that creates this universe. And we support the joyous transformation that comes from that knowing of self as spirit. We hope to recapture the intention of church as a respite from the noise of life, as a space of remembrance of our spiritual nature, a place of joyful connection. We are non-dogmatic and non-judgmental. There's no control, punishment, or reward energy here. We respect your divine right to create your reality and manage your energy as you choose. It's always a take what you can use and leave the rest environment. When we share, it's with the intention of inspiring you to find your own truth, not to convince you of ours. So I'm so glad that you're taking a break from the noise of life with me today and giving to yourself the next 30 minutes or so to remember your spiritual nature. We always start our gatherings together with meditation. Meditation makes everything easier because it reminds us of our spiritual nature and opens us up to new possibilities. And doing it together is so powerful. And even though we aren't in the same room physically, we are together. So let's do a short meditation now to help us come present and take a break from everything that's going on around us and connect with everything that's going on within us. We'll walk through a short 4-step process to come present as spirit and shift our energy. If you want to participate, it's helpful to place your feet on the floor and close your eyes. Settle in. Place your feet on the floor. Close your eyes and take a big deep breath. Maybe a couple more of those. The first step in our meditation process is called grounding. Grounding is an imaginary connection from the base of the spine to the center of the earth. And we do it by pretending, imagining, or visualizing. With your eyes closed, would you become aware of that physical body of yours? Perhaps your head and neck and shoulders. Breathe into your torso and chest. Notice your arms and your hands, perhaps on your lap or the arms of the chair. Notice your butt in the chair, your legs, knees, and feet. My cat Abigail is bringing us her snake. It's a gift. She's being who she is. And interestingly, that's part of our theme today, being who you are. Right now, we're being ourselves and being grounded with that connection from the base of the spine to the center of the earth. We do it by pretending. Again, you've noticed your body. Would you notice that spot at the base of your spine? It's the spot where if you had a tail, like Abigail does, my cat, your tail would start. And would you imagine right from that tail spot growing perhaps a colored beam of light extending from the base of your spine through your chair, the floor, the building that you're in, and all the way into the earth. Watch as that grounding cord grows and grows all the way to the center of the earth. And it's going to grab hold there or connect. And if a color beam of light doesn't feel quite right for you, you could ground using a tree root or plant stem image, extending from your tail spot, just like a tail would, extending all the way down to the center of the earth and rooting in. This grounding cord has many purposes. It invites you as spirit into your body. It invites the alignment of the chakra system. And so importantly, it becomes a trash chute for you to release energy you don't need to be carrying. So much of the stress and pain that we experience is a result of energy recycling through the chakra system that the body doesn't know how to let go of. Grounding gives a way for the body to release, let it go, and make space. When we let that energy go, we can stop responding to it, and the body can relax. The second step of this meditation process is to open the 6th chakra energy center. And again, we do it by imagining, pretending, or visualizing. Imagine being in the middle of your head, the location of the 6th chakra energy center, behind your eyes and between your ears. It's right there. The 6th chakra is a space of neutrality, clear seeing, and clairvoyance, where we can see and be aware of energy and change it. Energy being the root of all our experience and reality. Be in the middle of your head. Next, let's manage the energy fields around us, our auras. Everything is made of energy and everything emanates energy. People, situations, environments. By managing our aura fields, we can better manage our own energy and what we're experiencing. And we can contribute our highest energy to the whole. It's imagining or pretending or visualizing again. As you sit comfortably in the middle of your head, would you imagine a big bubble around you, like a soap bubble around you? Make it big so you could stretch your arms out on either side and touch it. It's that big all the way around, in front of you, behind you, above you, and below you. An energetic boundary for your bubble of energy. If you'd like, you could paint the bubble a color. Mine is purple today, as it is many days. You might notice what kind of color you would like your bubble to be. Something soothing, calming, like a green or ocean blue. Something energizing, like yellow or orange. What's just right for you? You can play, and you can always change it. Let's top this meditation off by bringing in some energy we'd like to experience. We've been releasing energy through the grounding cord. What would we like to replace that pain and stress and worry with, or whatever you've been releasing? Here's how you can do it. Above your head, imagine, pretend, or visualize a big golden ball of light, like a big gold sun. And then notice what kind of energy you'd like to receive. Peace, joy, contentment, love, fun, amusement. Pick an energy, and whichever energy you'd like, distill it down to a word, like one of those. And write that word right across your golden sun above your head. Writing the word across the sun is like dropping food coloring into water. The sun absorbs and becomes the word. So the neutral golden frequency of the sun will match the intention or frequency of the word and become a big gold sun of love or fun or joy or peace or whatever you're creating. And since you created it, it'll be just right for you. So let that sun match, multiply, and become a big gold sun of the vibration you've chosen. And when it does, imagine setting that sun right into your body, or reaching up your finger and poking a hole in the bottom of it like a water balloon and letting the energy stream in. Let that energy come in and fill you. It's going to fill all your cells and the spaces in between as it comes in through your head, fills up the whole head, neck, shoulders. Let that gold sun come in and fill your chest and back, your arms, your legs, hands, knees, all the way down to your feet and toes. And when you're full, let the excess energy spill around you into the aura field around you, filling your bubble too. When we bring in golden light, it's integrated into our being, so there's always room for more. Notice if there's a difference in how you feel. In the paradigm of information we work with, the energies that we carry in this body, the chakras, and our auras are reflected back to us in our experience of life. So we create change from the inside out with the knowingness that we have the power to change energy and so shift experience. Take a nice deep breath. When you're ready, if you'd like, you could open your eyes, stretch that body some if it would like, or you could stay right there and receive today's message in meditation. As we open our eyes today, we find ourselves in an interesting, important, and intense time of change in Earth. A few months ago, in March, I shared what I thought might be some of the opportunities in the time of coronas. What opportunities might that time bring? In our paradigm of teaching here, we always have said that any challenge can be transformed into opportunity. And that is absolutely true now. Everything is what we make it. Our response to a thing, to anything, makes it what it is. Back in March, we looked at the opportunity to notice the difference between a thing and our response to a thing. We noticed the opportunity to see that we do love life. We noticed the opportunity to appreciate our physical bodies, the opportunity to slow down, reset, reboot, and let extraneous things fall away. We talked about the opportunity to notice what really matters to each of us. The opportunity to be in present time, to work with our energy skills. The opportunity to heal the culture of division. The opportunity to remember we are all one, and that so much more is going on in this journey of earth and incarnation than is perceivable by the personality identity until we stop and remember our spiritual nature. We looked at the opportunity to evolve and so much more. If you'd like to visit or revisit that talk, it's up on our YouTube channel. And yet another gift that has come in this time of COVID is that enough energy was pent up that it was available to explode and fuel the much needed movements of change that are now in full force. And for all of this, I am grateful. Today, I'd like to focus on one opportunity in particular that's heightened at this time. The opportunity to remember the preciousness of life. The reality of death brings an urgency to life. Coronavirus has brought death to the foreground of awareness, and so has the murder of George Floyd and too many other people of color. Too often in our current culture, we deny or bury the inevitability of death. We hide death and we hide from it. We live as if it isn't real. In the medical community, death is failure. But the recognition and the honoring of the reality of death is an important part of human life. I read a quote from Steve Jobs the other day. He said, "Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life. Because almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what's truly important." It's lovely. When I work with clients, we close the session with a prayer. And that prayer starts with, "We thank you, Spirit," or "We thank you, God, for this precious time together in earth." We as souls are eternal, outside time and physical density, and each incarnation is finite and unique. Human life is a subset of actual life, but it is really important. Time in earth is precious. It's a treasure. And we do spend time, like a bank account, with not knowing how much is in there. There might be a wealth of time left in this incarnation, or there might not. So it's important to spend time wisely and mindfully, having the experiences we desire and that help us grow, the ones that are why we're here. Time is a resource, and so is attention. Where we place our attention grows. Attention is a commodity, and it's a valuable one. There is a lot of competition for our attention and for our time. Time and attention go hand in hand, and they are a dynamic duo. We spend time and give attention. I like the phrase "give attention" instead of "pay attention." Pay attention is a demand. Giving attention is a choice. So where are you spending and giving? Spending time and giving attention lately? Are you walking in fear, holding the possibility of death in front of you every moment? That's not honoring death. Honoring death means letting the awareness of the uniqueness of incarnation support our decisions about spending time and attention, letting go of what's done, making space for what's new, being willing to walk one's path, trusting ourselves and trusting life itself. Most cultural grabs for attention target our primal brains, so sensitive. That part of us that is concerned with safety, survival, fight or flight. The primal brain feels better when it knows what the threat is. And that makes sense when we think about survival long ago. We need to know, where are the predator animals? Where do the bears or lions live? Is there enough food? Do we need to migrate? Where is the neighboring tribe? And are they friendly? Information soothes the primal brain as if we could prepare. Now, grabs for attention tell us what to be afraid of, and there's always something to be afraid of. It's hard to look away. The primal brain wants to know. But a constant stream of threat is draining. It sucks the life force right out of us. The threats are never ending and often out of our control. But we can step away and rise above that energy. We can remember ourselves as spirit in a body. We can create a sense of ourselves that's vast, infinite, and based on truth. And as our sense of ourselves grows larger and larger, it makes whatever is before us smaller and smaller. We can have space to say no thank you to the bait of fear. We can look away once we're informed enough. We can be creators and not reactors. And we can spend our time and attention in accordance with our true path, the true path that's illuminated by desire. And when I say desire, I mean the true desire of the soul. If your desire is to be thin or rich, we are not on the same page. I mean the desire of the soul journeying in earth, indicated by true passion. Fulfilling true desire is healing for us and for the others around us in our world. Often, the path of true desire requires us to face our own stuff, to do our work, so to speak, and to grow. Perhaps the fulfillment of work in the world that is really you. Recently, I worked with a woman who is becoming a healer. The healing skills are no problem for her. She's an absolute natural healer. But it's the business side of things that has brought up all her fears of failure, her doubts of her worth, her doubts of her capability, and all the old messages from the past. So this journey of manifesting herself as a professional healer is both healing for her and will be healing to the people she'll provide her beautiful services. And it can all happen because she's willing to follow her true desire. She's willing to walk through the personal growth that's required to manifest it. Often, the soul's knowing of the growth part is what fuels the desire. So what is your desire? Where is true passion for you? You may not even know. Maybe it starts as a fun question to live. Living with a question, rather than insisting on an instant answer, is a great way to allow more spiritual information to come through you. And we can look in meditation. So let's do that now. Let's find that meditation space we were in a little earlier. Our feet on the floor, eyes closed. That grounding cord from the base of your spine to the center of the earth. Sitting in the middle of your head, surrounded by your comforting and supportive bubble. Take a moment to refine that space. If the grounding cord has popped off with the information that we're sharing, you can always recreate it. Just imagine a colored beam of light, tree trunk, plant stem, from the base of your spine all the way to the center of the earth, connected at the center of the earth, stabilizing you, aligning the chakras, and allowing that which you don't need to flow away. Without any self-judgment, would you notice where your time and attention have been spent and given lately? Have you gotten a little caught by the bait of fear? Is the primal brain fired up? Know that it is just fear. All is well. Allow the body to relax. As you sit with yourself in meditation, would you notice where you would like to spend time and give attention? Have you been telling yourself that you just can't for whatever reason? Sometimes we've been telling ourselves something without even realizing we've been doing it. What if you looked away, so to speak? Where would you like to spend time and give attention? Perhaps a new creation. Perhaps one of the many movements of change afoot right now. Notice what's calling you. It's you as soul that's doing the calling. Perhaps there's large-scale or small-scale desires that have been covered up in the noise and frenzy. Sometimes it's easier to give attention to the noise and frenzy than face the truth of what is within us, our magnificence, vastness, and gifts to give. Desires might seem small, but could be healing for many. Maybe your unexpressed joy of cooking will bring many smiles to many faces and lots of satisfaction to many stomachs. That's important. Maybe your participation in a movement will stir someone's heart, and that's important. Maybe the creation that's wanting to come through you will support others, be of service, and inspire your own growth, and that's important. Are there things to stop giving time and attention to, and something to start redirecting those resources towards? We will come out of this time of restricted contact. We absolutely will. And when we do, what do you want your life to look like? Notice that you can proactively consider that question and not just be carried along by the currents of fear or circumstances. It really is up to you. What do you want your life to look like in the next step of Earth and in the next step of you? Begin to imagine it. Imagining it places the powerful force of your intention, attention, and time toward what you'd like to create. What would you like to experience in your time that remains in this incarnation? What would you like to experience, and what would you like to leave behind? A lovely meditation we sometimes do when someone is uncertain or in doubt is to call forth the 100-year-old self. Ask your 100-year-old self what he or she says he or she wishes you had done. What does the 100-year-old self want to say that they did, didn't do, accomplished, or allowed? Even in the time of social distancing, we can imagine, we can begin, we can prepare. You might notice, what is a step you can take now? Perhaps you can begin writing about this creation or this step or this release, or imagining it, playing with it, clearing that which might get in the way of it. Notice if you'll be willing, even if you don't know what it looks like. Just being willing opens the door. Perhaps you'll be living the question, what is my passion? I am willing. I am willing to be me. That might be a nice meditation. What is my passion? I am willing. I am willing to be me. Let's top this meditation off with one of those big gold suns of energy. What energy would fuel you now in your willingness? Perhaps the energy of willingness itself, or maybe freedom, trust, clarity, or fun. Whatever vibration would fuel you. Imagine that big golden ball of light above your head. Take the word that represents the energy that would fuel you and write it across the sun. Let the sun absorb that word, multiply it, and become it. Remember, you can always do another sun as well. If you're drawn to 2 or more words, you can stack your suns up like ice cream cone scoops. This is more effective than making a salad sun with more than one vibration. So pick a vibration, create your sun, set it at your vibration by writing the word across the sun. And when that sun has become absorbed and multiplied that word, would you set that sun right into you, or pop the bottom of it and let that energy stream in? Let the golden light come in and fill you up. Top of your head, all the way through your head and neck and shoulders. All the way into your chest and guts and torso, your back and spine. Down your arms into your hands, filling your butt in the chair. Your legs, knees, all the way down to your feet. If there's more, let it spill into the aura field around you. Breathe and notice how you feel. Notice that you can do this anytime. You can ground your body and bring in a gold sun to change your energy. It really works. If you'd like, you could open your eyes and stretch again, or you could stay right here. Whatever's comfortable for you. We're getting ready to close our time together today. Our next online service will be on July 5th, and Margaret Johnson will be sharing then. That service would usually be our in-person gathering in Denver, and we hope to get back to gathering in person just as soon as we can, as soon as the facility allows gatherings of our size. And because that Sunday replaces our first Sunday, we've added a social time to that first Sunday. We hope you'll join us for both the service and the social time on July 5th. As we get ready to part today, I want to deeply thank you for sharing your time and attention with me. I'm honored, grateful, and I don't take it lightly. If you'd like to learn about meditation and energy management skills to help you better manage time, attention, and enjoy this journey of life, visit our website, www.innerconnection.org, and go to the classes page. You'll find our free Meditation for Living course, and you'll also find a whole bunch more free guided meditations to support you. On our website, we accept donations too, with deep gratitude. We are a nonprofit, and your donations are tax deductible. Please consider supporting us if that feels right in your heart. Again, you can find that on the website, www.innerconnection.org, on the sanctuary page. Again, thank you so much for being here today, and here in the journey of Earth. I hope to see you again soon. Take good care, everybody. I'll say goodbye for now. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Lauren.